On a very hot night, this will move some air.
Hey everyone, I'm going to show you about the Maxxfan fan and the things that I like and the things that I do not like.
This is the control center for the Maxxfan. You have your power on and off, your in and out, which direction you want the fan blades to pull air in or out. And then you can set an auto temperature 78 degrees and it'll automatically turn on. Now this model has got 10 speeds, up or down, in or out. Then you can manually open and shut this. You just want to vent without the fan on. The beautiful thing about this is that I don't have to worry about the ring. If I'm away from my vehicle, if I don't shut this down and we want the air to flow through here, I can turn this on. This is the lowest setting, and I don't know if you can hear it. I'm not for sure if that'll come through or not. I have my microphone right to it. Here's right to the motor. That was the lowest setting. Now I'm gonna turn, this has 10 speed, and it will blow air in or suck air out. If you do cook in your van, this is a great option. Setting 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 10. As high as it will go. It is a little bit of a noise.
On a very hot night, this will move some air.
And then over here, you push that and it will actually stop the fins. And then it will blow air in. If you want to circulate, or if you're cooking and you want to suck the steam out and the smells out,
Don't forget to subscribe.
it really does move a lot of air. I am very happy with this Maxxfan fan. It was very nerve-wracking to cut the hole in my roof. As you can see, I have not finished this project yet. I got to put the little trim piece onto it. I'm thinking of removing this ceiling. I have this hooked right up to my solar.
If you're enjoying this video, make sure that you check out some of my other videos, which I will have linked here. At the end of this video, I will have 2 other videos linked in the end card.
Before I got solar, I used this on my Bluetti and it worked phenomenal.
With the Maxxfan, it comes with this remote. I want to say it's 2D. My biggest complaint is this remote. I don't know. I'm assuming it's the software. It says it's 72 degrees in here. Set temperature is 62, but it's 72 in here. I know that's not accurate. If you don't have it pointed, it won't. There, it works. It's a hit and miss depending on where you have it.
We're starting at 6 amps. We're gonna turn it on. When it starts right up, that's the initial draw. And that's on, let me get this turned down. We're gonna start, there it is down at just 10% of the fan on, or setting 1. Now you can see what it's doing with my monitor. Now I know this is not an accurate test because, like I said, there was a 0.06 amp draw on mine, but this just gives you an overview on what really happens when you have the Maxxfan fan. Now this is on 1 setting. I could use this for 99 hours on the battery system I have. I'll turn it up 1 speed. There it's up 1 more speed. That's on 2. That's 3. There's 5. So we're gonna go up to the max. There is max. Let's see if it will flatline out. Basically, right around 43, 42 amp, wattage, and 3.22 amp on high. Now I'm gonna turn this to have it switch the blades. Instead of pushing in the air, it's pulling out the air. I don't think that'll make a bit of difference. Not terrible. On my 100 amp hour battery, I could run this on high for 33 hours if I did not charge my batteries up during using it.
I wanted to show you what the Maxxfan fan looks like underneath. There's the base of it, and then it extends out. So when this is open, Like the rain is not gonna come in. The bugs aren't gonna come in because there's 2 screens. That is super nice. I never have to worry about the weather. Here, in these 2 boxes, right over here and here, are going to be a video that is related to this video, and the other one is the one that YouTube thinks you should watch. Click into that now.